Hey everyone, Andrea Prober here with Great Expectations Realty, and today it's Monday, so it's time for What's Up Ocala. Oh, have I had a crazy week in real estate. I don't know if you guys caught my Saturday Night Live, but it has just been absolute mayhem as far as the world of real estate. And no, I'm not talking about the crazy interest rates and how the stock market falling is starting to, kind of go into real estate, and it just, there's all sorts of mayhem going on. That's where we're going to leave it. But no, just in my own little crazy little world of real estate, I had some craziness, like absolute craziness. We had lizard fiasco the other day. If you've already heard this story, just go ahead and skip ahead. But yes, on Thursday, I was out meeting with an investor, and we were looking at some properties we'll not get into that right now. But anyway, we were looking at some properties, and so we were out, and we kind of got out to kind of walk around and, check out the areas or whatever. And it's hot as blazes this week. It's almost July in Florida. Okay, this is where I basically stay in the air conditioning as much as possible. I go from air conditioned house, air conditioned car, air conditioned office, and then, go that in reverse at the end of the day. I don't go out and just hang out in the yard right now unless it's like 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, or 6 or 7 in the morning. Otherwise, it's just too hot. It's uncomfortable. It's like being in a sauna all the time. It's just not fun. So anyway, we're out there. We're underneath this big, huge, beautiful oak trees. We have some gorgeous oak trees. These big, huge live oaks, and the first branch is like 30 feet up in the air, and it has the sphagnum moss. It's just lovely, absolutely beautiful, and they're perfect for shade. So we're standing underneath one of those and just kind of, looking off in the areas or whatever. And all of a sudden, as I'm talking to this investor, I feel thwack. And I'm like, what in the world? And I look down, and I knew whatever it was alive because it moved. And so it kind of like hit my boob. And then I go to look down, and it had skittered underneath. And so, I'm fairly top heavy, if you know what I mean. And so I couldn't see what it was. And you don't just start like doing like this in Florida, okay? Because there's a lot of critters here. And if you can't identify what it is, you don't touch it. We do have scorpions, and mind you, they're not like these big scary ones. They're like these little, actually blonde colored ones. I've actually never been stung by a scorpion, but I have had one fall on my head before. Anyway, so everybody that's like freaking out about bugs is going to be like, what? There's also a little stick. It looks like a stick, but sometimes you'll see them like certain times of the year over kind of more in the Ocala National Forest and maybe going into Silver Springs. You'll see these little sticks, and it's a spotted stick bug, and those actually spit acid. I'm not joking. So there's also some caterpillars, the white moth caterpillar, where they are just like, sometimes there's one building in particular, the building out in Denellen that we have as an office, like 1 week out of the year, it's completely coated in these things, and they sting when you touch their little furry selves. So we don't touch those. David, unfortunately, got one down his shirt one time, and he was just, he's allergic to every bug known to man. So, if a bug even like breathes on him, he turns into hives. So he got one of those down his shirt, and he was tore up for like 3 weeks. I got one on me, and I just kind of, scooped it off with a piece of paper, and it was like no big deal. Him, no, he just gets all swollen crazy even if he gets a fire ant bite. I'm like, really? A fire ant? Seriously? And what's really weird, not to get off this too much off topic, but yeah, I'll be standing right next to him. All the mosquitoes under the sun will be on him, and I won't have any on me. And I'm just like, what? And of course he's allergic to mosquitoes as well. So it's just kind of one of those bizarre things. Like if you're allergic, they just kind of know and they go towards you. But I digress. So I'm over there. I couldn't figure out what it was on me. It's underneath, and I'm like trying to figure out very carefully and safely what it is. And let's identify before we react, okay? So I pull my shirt kind of out and up a little bit, and I'm like, oh, it's a lizard. And I just kind of fling it into the grass. And I probably saved its little life because we were standing on a sidewalk, and if it had hit the sidewalk, it would probably gone splat instead of womp. So I'm just like, oh, and then I just continue talking. The investor looks at me, he's like by the time I'm done with the lizard, I look up, and I mean, the look on his face was priceless. So, yeah, he's just like, stop, wait. And I'm like, okay, what? And he's like, I have to call my wife. I'm like, what? So he does, he calls his wife, puts her on speaker, and he's like, you would not believe what I just saw happen. And he's like, she didn't even scream. I was like, no, it was a lizard. Now, mind you, had it been one of those big old massive like spiders, you might have seen a little more reaction from me. But no, like a little lizard, they don't do anything. They don't bite. They don't even have teeth. I mean, they're nothing, like nothing. So, and I mean, they're all over the place, like on sidewalks and stuff like that. So, I mean, if you have to pick something to fall on you, that would be the thing. They're completely innocuous. Mind you, there was one underneath, it kind of went underneath my doorknob one time. And so I went to reach and, open my door, and my hand squished on something. And yeah, that got a reaction because like not knowing what my hand was involved in, that was alarming. And that was on my Ring doorbell. You could see me kind of going, boo! But for the most part, I'm kind of chill. But that wasn't like it was on my shirt too. So, a little bit of a barrier. So, but yeah, I'm not a huge fan of spiders. There's very few that are like super venomous or anything like that, but they look creepy. They move quickly. I don't like them. I don't know. And they get big down here. So just kind of no. All right. Now everybody is just like, I'm never moving to Florida. But no, I mean, you just kind of get used to it. And again, most of this stuff is out in nature. Okay. Most of y'all probably don't nature. If you are like freaking out over a lizard, you probably don't nature at all. So yeah, it's not like these things don't like, you're not going to have this in your house. I had a spider one time in my house and I like flipped out. I'm like, nope, no, nobody's going to bed until that has been dealt with. It can live its life outside. I am totally fine with that. But if it comes inside, it is going to die. Yeah, we don't do bugs in the house at all. Like zero. I cannot handle that. But yeah, anything outside, if you're out in their area, you get what you get. So, if you nature, you understand. If you don't nature, you're probably not going to be around it anyway. Basically. All right, let's get into more fun stuff. But everybody's going to be like calling me the lizard lady or something crazy. I know. It's the internet. Okay, so what do we have going on? I know I kind of freaked you out like with, all the crazy stuff that's going on right now. I just noticed my earrings. You look at my earrings. My daughter made these for me. I absolutely love them. Is that not the cutest? Little keys. I love them. So anyway, there's my earrings today. So new listings. We actually got more new listings this week than last week or the week before or the week before that. So more houses are coming on the market. Isn't that interesting? I don't know if you noticed or not, but I've switched over to doing a 7-day market watch as opposed to a 24-hour, because the 24-hour really doesn't give a better picture. It's actually the 7-day, I think, really gives a better picture. Also, I'm not going to put in commercials or rentals or anything like that. I'm just going to do residential homes because that's what primarily you guys are interested in. And again, you're going to see more of the market, a better snapshot with that 7 days. So I've kind of switched some of the settings over so that I can share that information with you. So what I've got is Marion County for the last 7 days, residential only. That's basically what I'm doing as far as my market watch. And for new listings, we've got 260. And if you remember last week, we only had 229 or 239. Anyway, it was less. What is interesting though is for yet another week in a row, we have nearly as many price reductions on the houses as we have houses coming on the market. We had 244 price reductions. It's a decrease in the house prices. And last week it was exact same number. The exact same number, I think it was 229 came on the market and 229 had price reductions. This week we have even more price reductions than last week. That is crazy. That is crazy. So that gives, like I said, it gives you a really good idea of what's going on with the market on a week by week basis. So 260 new listings hit the market in the last 7 days. Price increases, we still had some of those that were like, okay, we just put a roof on, so we're going to increase the price or something along those lines. So we had 22 price increases, 244 price decreases. Yeah. So everything that's going on in other markets and you're seeing on the national news and all of that, that's basically what we're talking about, is those price decreases, the slowdown. It's the great deceleration is what I keep seeing it named out. Who names these things? I mean, really. But yeah, it's not really decelerating though, honestly. It's basically just shifting. It's going from a hardcore, scary seller's market to more of a stable market, just regular, stable market. I've already been talking to the agents here and I'm just like, it's so crazy because some of you guys have had your real estate license, 2 years, 2.5 years, something like that. You've not really seen a stable market. It's just been absolute mayhem. And, I'm so sorry because it sucks, but at the same time, to actually see that stability and come into what I would consider a normal market, that is really interesting. And so many people that are like newer, they just don't even know, they don't know what a normal market really looks like or what a stable market looks like. So right now we're kind of heading into a stable market. It's not, there's not like massive like influx of sellers or buyers, or it's nothing on a massive scale, but we are definitely seeing it go from a major seller's market where the sellers get whatever they want, whatever they ask for, whatever price, into more of a negotiation. So the sellers are having to give a little, which is kind of interesting. That's more of a normal, stable market. So it's kind of nice to see a little bit more stability out there. A lot of people are like, oh, you're a realtor? You must be loving this right now. And I'm like, no, I don't. I do not love what it's been for the last couple of years. It has been awful. It has been absolutely mayhem for the sellers. They don't know what to do. They don't know what's going on. They're having a hard time selling, even though they want to move because they don't have anywhere to move to. The people that are buying, they turn in 6 different offers on 6 different houses that they've seen 50 different houses, and the 6 that they put the offers on, they didn't get accepted. So it's just absolutely, it's just beating both of them up. And then, the tenants that have been trying to purchase a home for a couple of years, they're just getting pummeled. So it's just really, really difficult on all fronts, really. So it's actually nice to see that stability come in, more negotiation. It's not all one-sided. It's definitely, it's really nice. I'm excited about it, truthfully. Hopefully it'll stay like that for a while. But yeah, we also, and like I said, it's not becoming, oh, we're not selling or it's a complete stop. It's just a deceleration from the rocket launch that has been the real estate market for the last couple of years. We had 254 houses go pending. They went under contract. We had 237 that were sold. So again, things are still selling. They're still going under contract. It's not going to be as high as the sellers originally wanted. If you are one of my subscribers, you've been listening to me for a while, and I've been telling you, get your house on the market, get your house on the market, get your house on the market, and you didn't get your house on the market, and now you're like, wait, I still want those prices? Yeah, no, that's gone. It's shifting now. So if you wanted top of the market, you missed it. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get a high price for your house. It's just you're not going to be the absolute top of the market. We're coming down now. So if you've been waiting to get your house on the market, you might want to do it like now, like yesterday would have been great. So do not delay. Go ahead and do it now, because I don't know how far you don't know. You don't know the highs and the lows. You don't know the peaks and the valleys total until you're already there and you've passed it. So we don't know. We don't know how far we're going to come down. We don't know where the stability is going to go with the new economic situation that's out there. So we won't know until we're there, and then it's too late to have gotten, up here. So if that makes sense. All right. It's kind of like saying, where did the ball bounce? You don't know until it's already been thrown. So, and already bounced. So we're kind of on the, now it's hit and now it's coming back down stage. So I know, overly simplified. You guys got it. All right. So what about temporarily off the market? We had 12 withdrawn, 5 and canceled contracts, canceled listings, I should say, 23. So there are some that are like, yeah, I'm good. I can wait. I don't know how this is going to play out. So I'll just see you on the next one. Expired, we had 11 expired listings. That's kind of high in 1 week when it's not at like the beginning of the month or end of the month. Normally those are the times we're going to see more expirations, because everybody loves to do the end of the month as their cancellation dates or expiration dates. Back on the market, we had 79 houses come back on the market, which I found interesting. That's quite a few where the buyers just walked from the contract. I think we had so many because they were qualified, and then because of those interest rates or whatever, if they weren't locked into their amounts or whatever, they may have lost their ability to purchase that much house. So those rate locks are really, really helpful. Right now we're seeing a large portion of our buyers, if not all buyers, are at 6%, if not higher. We're seeing a lot of 6.2, 6.25. So that's basically where we're at right now. Any of our buyers that had locked in their rate and are closing, of course, they're going to be closing more in the 5s, but still 6%, 6.25, that's about what we're seeing right now. So kind of interesting there. Okay, what is going on in Ocala? I've got so much to talk about. All right, so this Saturday, I will tell you where we're going to be. I still haven't figured out exactly what we're going to be giving away, but we're going to be giving away something cool. So I just haven't figured out what it is yet. I'm thinking alcohol. I don't know. But the Ocala Style magazine, which is our local one of our local magazines here, they do a women's expo, which of course they didn't do, during COVID and of course all of that, but they did a women's expo for several years before that, and we were a part of it. We were one of the sponsors, and we had a booth, and it was a lot of fun. It's an indoor event, which is definitely what I'm looking for when you're looking at an event in the end of June. But it's really cool. It's a lot of different, businesses that are women owned. This business happens to be women owned, or woman owned. And then it's a lot of things that we would be interested in. Like the fiery chef is going to be there. There's just, I don't know, it's very women centric, and there's going to be women business leaders that are going to do breakout rooms and going to be talking to everyone and everything. So we have city council members, we have school board members, we have just all sorts of women that are involved in our community in a leadership role, and they are going to be at the Women's Expo, and they're going to be talking. So really great opportunity to listen to some of them. There's a lot of stuff given away. That's like what I said. We got to have something really good because there are a lot of giveaways. There's a lot of, I think there's raffles and door prizes like crazy. The really cool thing is it's only $5. It is $5 to get in, and you definitely get just from the expo alone, because normally they give you like a bag with all sorts of goodies in it. Just from that alone, it's worth the $5. But there's all of these different exhibitors, and we're all giving stuff away. And there's going to be raffling and door prizes and all sorts of stuff. So it is by far the biggest bang for your buck that you can possibly get on a Saturday. Okay, and it's not that men are not invited. Come on down. There will be guys there as well, but it is a women's expo. So it's things that you as a woman here in Ocala will enjoy. It's themed for us. So it's really cool. I love being a part of it. I love that they're actually doing this event. It's not as advertised as I have seen in recent years. I'm not really sure how come that is, but it might be just because it's like, you know, first year back or something. I'm not really sure, but we're back to do it. And so I will be there on Saturday. It's from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. I don't know if I'm going to be there the entire time, but all of my agents are going to be there for sure. So I'll definitely be there at 10 a.m. Anyway, but stop on in. It's going to be, let's see, it's at the Klein Center. So when you look at CF from 200, it's like that first building, like right there. Really pretty. It's like a lot of glass and stuff. It's really nice. But I'm sure there's going to be 50 bazillion signs out. They definitely, it was like park here, go here, walk here, you know, they got you. But yeah, it's going to be a one-day event, and it's going to have guest speakers, breakout sessions, demonstrations, shopping, networking. There's going to be food. There's going to be giveaways. Oh, the food is amazing. And then all of the ticket proceeds, those $5 tickets that you're paying, it's going to PACE, which is the Center for Girls of Marion County. So it's going to a good cause. It is absolutely the best thing you can do for $5 in Marion County. I'm not joking. It's a really great opportunity. So cannot say enough for that. 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Klein Center, and it's going to be this Saturday, so June 25th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. You have to come. Please, if you see me there, come say hello. I got to know who my peeps are. So, yeah, come and say hello and, you know, hang out. Maybe we can do a selfie or something. That would be fun. And yeah, we'll just chit chat, talk about Ocala. So hopefully I'll see you there. All right. So another thing that I wanted to bring up, it's not one of the things to do, but I am going to bring it up, is we are super, super close to 3,000 subscribers on YouTube, which I'm pretty stoked about. So we've been kind of like kicking around, like, what do we do for something really different and really cool to celebrate the 3,000 subscribers? So one of the things you can very, very easily do in Marion County is learn how to fly a plane. So for 3,000 subscribers, I'm going to celebrate by flying an airplane. My daughter's going to go up with me. I'm a little bit terrified, but I'm really excited too. So I'm going to get all of the details for you. So if you want to learn how to fly a plane, you can do that. It will be in the video, but it is going to be celebrating 3,000 subscribers. So please subscribe. If this video or this channel has been at all helpful or entertaining or educational or anything for you, please send it to somebody you know so that they can subscribe. But again, we're at 2,761 subscribers currently as of this moment, and we are getting to 3,000, so it's really not that many. And then I will be doing that video on flying a plane here in Ocala with some hopefully amazing footage, because we're going to take the GoPro up and of course all the other cameras and just, I don't know, it should be fun. All right, just heads up on that. Okay, so upcoming events, more stuff to do besides the Women's Expo. Of course, Ocala Downtown Market, that's 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Every Saturday morning. It's on the corner of 3rd Street and 3rd Avenue. How could you forget that address? It's got vendors, fresh produce, food trucks, live music, coffee and mimosas. It is pet friendly and kid friendly because there's a playground right outside, and there's going to have arts and crafts and all sorts of stuff. So stop on out for that. Totally free to walk through. There's like all sorts of stuff to test out and taste test. And yeah, really inexpensive products and stuff there too. So check it out. The Summer Kids Film Festival is still going on. It's a film series, excuse me. That's on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Movies are only $3. And the tickets include a kids combo, so they can get like a little drink and a snack and all sorts of stuff. Anyway, for $3, and that includes the movie, that's nothing. The movies that they're playing are Shrek, Aladdin, Madagascar, Sing 2, How to Train Your Dragon, The Lorax, Where the Wild Things Are, Romeo and Juliet, and of course Paw Patrol. So if you want more information on that, check out the Marion Theater online, and you can figure out what days are, what movies are playing, and which ones you want to go to. The Levitt Amp Music Series for 2022 is almost coming to a close. So if you have been waiting to do this, you may miss it. It's only going, and the last week is July 1st, which is coming up just around the corner. But it's every Friday evening at Webb Field. It's from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. There's food trucks there. It's this big, huge open space, and it's live music, and it's amazing live music. So this is a music series that's a joint partnership between the Marion Cultural Alliance and the City of Ocala, because they want to bring free, accessible music to the citizens and residents here in Ocala, and it is amazing. Free parking, you just park and start strolling. It's great. And then if the weather, it's inclement weather, they don't cancel it, they just bring it inside. So just a heads up on that. Definitely check it out. You will not regret it. I mean, you may see me down there some Fridays. Normally I am like sitting there dancing as if I don't know there's a crowd, and I have no partner and I don't care. I still dance. So it's just fun. No, and it's not because I'm drinking, because I'm not drinking. I'm just I don't know. I just have fun. Sometimes I can't even get my husband to dance. Normally he just kind of stands there and sways, and I dance around him, which is fine. As long as he stands there with me, I'm good. Let's see. We also have the Summer Movie Express over at Regal Cinemas. It's every Tuesday and Wednesday. It's the first show of the day. It's $2 for movie tickets there, and they are going to be doing Minions, and it's going to be Minions: The Rise of Gru. So heads up on that one. $2 for a movie ticket. That's awesome. It's great air-conditioned space to take the kids. Very inexpensive. Speaking of places to take the kids, splash pads are open all over the place, and the pools are open. So check on the City of Ocala Parks and Recreation, and they'll show what hours and whatever. But the Hampton Center and then also Jeremy Gant, they both have pools that are open for the summer. All right, what else? What else have I got? Okay, so much. Skate Mania, which is over on Maricamp. There's a couple of different skating rinks here. But the one over on Maricamp is going to have an all-night skating pajama party, which I thought was just brilliant. I don't know that I can do all night, but they actually have an option for that. It's $25 if you're going to do all night skating. If you only want to do it from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m., it's $9. So really, really cool. You might see me down there in my pajamas. But if you want more information on it, I wrote down their number. It's 352-622-4222. So super easy to remember. Let's see. There is also, there's two more things. I know there's so much. It's so much. This is dog related. Okay, for everybody that was asking me on the live about the dog related things going on, if you can, they have at the drive-in Saturday, June 25th, they're going to have a world record attempt for the most dogs at a film screening. So entry to participate is only $10. Okay, its check-in begins at 5:30 p.m. It goes until 10 p.m. for the event. It's really going to be a really big deal. And of course, they're screening Clifford the Big Red Dog. So Of course, it's going to be a dog festival type thing. This is going to be benefiting Healing Hearts, which is a local animal rescue. So it's for the dogs, really. If you want more information, of course, they have a Facebook page which has all the relevant information, but there's also a website. It's h34dogs.com. But yeah, $10 and you get to bring your pooch, and it should be a really, really cool event. And hopefully they actually do get to get that Guinness Book of World Records event. So very cool. One last thing to talk about, it's also dog related. They're going to have a Barkin brunch over at the Hilton Garden Inn, which is that big, beautiful Hilton hotel that overlooks the square, the downtown square. So that is $50, but you get to bring your dog, and it's an all-you-can-eat grand buffet, including mimosas. So yes, you get to have brunch with your dog. They are going to have raffle items. They're going to have some music. They are going to have animals there that are available for adoption. And this is going to benefit the Humane Society of Marion County. So hopefully you'll be able to make it to that event. I'm unfortunately going to be I say unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make it to that event. I'm going to be over at the Women's Expo, but there's so much stuff to go on. Maybe I can make it to both events, because I do want to see what kind of dogs they have up for adoption, since we are looking to adopt at this point. So yeah, I would be like over there without a dog. I feel so bad, but I really do want to see what dogs they have up for adoption. Of course, you can stop over at the Humane Society and check out the dogs that they have available for adoption there as well, if you're not able to make it to this Saturday's event. So even though it is super hot outside right now, there's still a lot of stuff you can do indoors, and a lot of stuff you can do here in Ocala with your kids, with your dogs, with just yourself. Whatever works for you. So hopefully I will see you at one or all of the events. And if you have any questions or comments, please let me know in the comment section below. You can also go to our website, which is greatexpectationsrealty.com. And you can also send us an email. It's ger.expectmore@gmail.com. So hopefully I will talk to you guys soon. And if you need any help with anything, just let us know. Talk to you later. Bye.